Hello, welcome everyone. It is FMC. I am Jeremy. That is SP3. It is Tuesday, August 13th. How you doing this morning, SP3?
I am doing splendid. It's another great afternoon here in the UK, but I'm representing the US of A because we are gold medal winners because of Chef USA getting the victory for us against Serbia in the semifinals. The great come from behind victory there, and then some of the greatest shots you will ever see. Probably the greatest gold medal performance of all time. And I'm excited because today is Challenge 40 Fantasy Draft Day, our biggest fantasy draft ever. We get to talk about the challenge. Did you watch episode 0, Jeremy?
No, I didn't realize there was an episode 0.
I'm the only professional here, so I will
Yeah.
run down what happened on episode. It's actually available on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to catch all the season as it goes on time because I have to find a VPN that is suitable for me. Unless FIFO's going to give me a free one. Shouts out to Sean. Oh, we got to run in. We got to run in very early on. Say hi. You got the headboard.
It's washing.
Say go USA.
Go in the train.
Say hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, how are you?
What am I looking at? Okay. All right. Thanks
Good
for
talk.
running. Good talk. But yes, got a lot to discuss here today. Challenge 40, USA winning gold, and whatever comes up on this crazy show that we do every Tuesday.
We do have a big episode with Challenge 40. You know, we don't talk about wrestling here on this show, but man, did they promote the Challenge 40 on Raw last night. I don't know. I assume you saw this despite having a UK feed because it was like part of the show.
Yeah, even
up ad reads and stuff.
Even me watching on TNT Sports, it was they kept putting out the ad reads and stuff like that. Matches were sponsored by the challenge. I was actually being like, oh my God, Pat McAfee, I actually like him. He said he's a fan of CT. You know, he also said he was a fan of bananas, but he's a fan of CT. So I was actually, happy to hear that. Then it got into a whole big debate in my True Hill Heat chat. Because my other challenge fan, a part of the True Hill Heat community, is Chris G, and he started bad mouthing Cara Maria, and I was like, nope, can't do that. I was like, F you, sir, F you. I was like, Cara Maria is the female GOAT, and he was like, oh, there's not what Laurel said. Laurel said, hold my beer. Challenge All Stars 4. I was like, you apparently didn't read everything that happened in that final, but if you want to just go by the results and not actually watch the product, sir.
Well, I did not watch the Challenge 0 episode, so I will maybe go back and watch that because I'm not going to be able to watch these episodes until the following day. I'll watch them on Thursdays.
I might get my VPN to get the MTV website, which they always put it up on there the day after.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to be watching it, is Thursday after it's up on the website and everything, instead of Wednesday. It's competing against Dynamite, and people are gonna have normal ones, I'm sure, if like challenge numbers do really well. If any challenge season is gonna cut in Dynamite, this is it.
This would be it. The advertisement is up there. The battle of the eras. You got all the big names from Cara, Bananas, CT, all there. Mark Long's back on. See, if my daughter's excited about it. My daughter is very excited. Very excited about it. You got Laurel there. I like how the OG, the format at the start of the season is. Don't see that going throughout the season. I would love it if it was just Battle of the Eras the entire season, but I know the challenge, and they're probably going to have one or two winners.
You think it's going to come down to one or two?
Yeah, it always does. It always does. Like it'll start off with teams or pairs, and then they always we got to do a twist.
Yeah, I kind of hope they keep it the seasons the whole time and they really see like who the best era is. I don't know if they will, but I hope they do.
I hope so too. I want to see what the best era is. I mean, we all got our love for era one because I think that me, you share. We started watching in era one or so, or early enough in era two that we went back and watched era one and got that love for era one. But yeah, era one, era two is the people that I am most like connected with, the people that I've watched grown throughout, whether it was their real world road rule seasons or if they were fresh meat. I got to see them from the start of their run on the challenge and whatnot. Era three, I do have familiarity with a lot of them as well, like Leroy, Jordan. So I am familiar. Naya, Hurricane Naya. I am familiar with a lot of era three. Like the only era that I don't have a real kind of deep connection with is era four outside of Paulie, which Paulie, we got that connection from actually interviewing him and getting him to know him that way instead of just his reality show persona, which none of us liked before that interview.
No. Not at all. It is crazy how far Paula and I always do that. Paula and Kari. Paulie.
It's like you switched them. If they switch
every
gender.
single time. I cannot help myself. I cannot help herself. Okay, so Cher's got something to do. So I'm gonna go and send her this link. We'll talk basketball afterwards. We'll do our draft now. I don't know if you
Okay. Bet. That sounds good.
All right, so I just sent this link to our pal Cher Delaware. We're going to do our fantasy draft. Let me pull up everything. All right, I got it very disorganized. I was not planning this until later.
No worries. No
worries.
worries. I'll go through while you do all that. I'll go through what happened on episode 0. So episode 0 was basically like introducing us to everybody that's on this season. They introduced us to era 1. They had some great highlights. That's why you got to watch episode 0. This is probably the only time I'm going to suggest people watch episode 0 because this was really good because they had some clips from like era 1 with Coral saying, I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up. Classic lines like that. They showed Katie fighting with Veronica from Inferno. Like, you short, you're stupid, you have an acne face, and all that stuff. Like, it was like, oh man, this takes me back. Like, Inferno is like one of the first seasons that I like vividly remember. Inferno 2, those are like the seasons like I vividly remember watching as a kid. So it was nice to see those clips and whatnot. They showed Brad with the it's a necklace, and then all that stuff. They had and then they kind of gave you like teases of what the storylines will be throughout the season. Like they had, hello, Cher.
Hi.
So they had Kara and Laurel, the clip that we saw online that they put out there, kind of teasing that that's going to be one of the storylines and whatnot. They teased Tori still having her vendetta against Amanda, and Amanda still not liking Tori, despite them both being on era 3. And Devin is probably going to try to bring them together because Devin realizes that Amanda could be a valuable, asset to their team. Love the OG Mean Girls of Rachel and Tina making Amanda an honorary Mean Girl. There was also, I think, another scene that I sent to you guys of Amanda talking with Cara and them kind of like squashing their beef because Amanda got close with Paulie during the USA 2 season, and now she's kind of being like, an enemy of my enemy is my friend, basically, because Cara doesn't like Tori, and they kind of like squash their little issue there. We also learned Naya is getting over an addiction to her vape, and her lungs had a blood clot in them, and she's just getting her health back, and she was pretty close with Laurel. So it was a lot of interesting kind of storylines and whatnot. They let Rachel do the toast for the season, and she bigged up all the women of the challenge and said that they are the real reason for the ratings, which is not false. It's not false. not falsetto, especially the women that are on this season with Rachel, Cara, Laurel, Tori, Amanda. Like these are all like some big names that throughout like the challenge history that are on this season. Tina, yeah. So it's like Aviv is back from Fresh Meat 1. Like Darrell was saying, he didn't even know Aviv was going to be on this season because he's been close with her since they won Fresh Meat 1. They had a nice moment where they walk into the house, which is probably one of the best houses they've ever had for a challenge. It's a freaking mansion. There's no bunk beds. Everybody's got king size beds. And it has like all the pictures from different eras, and they have like a little memorial for Diem. And CT was going through the house, and he like stopped and kind of reflected on the Diem pictures. So did Derek, and they kind of like paid tribute to her for a few minutes there. So really good stuff. And then they built it up to like the big dramatic, Era 3 only had 9 players, so who's going to be the last player for Era 3? Even though if you saw the release of the cast, you knew who the final player was going to be. It was Jordan. And Jordan says that he came late because he's a race car driver now, and he had a race the night before, so he wasn't able to be a part of like the party that they did. But he came at the last minute. He came at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and he was able to kind of walk around the house. But they're really building him up as like one of the guys that can win this whole season.
Okay, we're going to do our draft order here because we have limited time with share, so I want to make sure we get everything good. Random name order generator, the same thing I always use, where SP3 never gets the first pick.
Nope.
We talked about this.
You still win all the time. So
yeah.
Like, does it matter?
I haven't won in like 2 seasons. We've done 2 seasons where I haven't won in a row. That's ridiculous.
Did I win the last one because I had Laurel?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did.
And that's like the worst win ever. Like, I don't even want it.
I'm gonna trust that y'all trust me. The randomizer says SP3 gets the first pick, followed by me, and then
you're definitely losing.
Yeah. I'm definitely losing now. I got the first pick.
All right, one second. Let me hold on.
Yeah, let's look at this roster.
Yeah,
because this is a stacked roster.
Yeah, I have everything pulled up here. All right, let me share my screen here. Louis just says, "Can the chat just go ahead and have Josh now?"
Yeah, absolutely. Just mark it off.
All right, there you go.
Josh.
I didn't get to put the eras next to everybody just yet. I was working on that, so
no worries.
I'll continue to fill in spots here.
All right, let me get for my number 1 pick overall. Let me get the one and only OG going for number 6, like Michael Jordan, CT.
It's a good first pick.
Yeah, I can't really argue with CT. Like we were saying, there's so many good people on this that
can't go wrong.
Yeah,
unless you pick Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
or Anissa, but is Anissa on here?
Yeah, Anissa's on here. Yeah,
Anissa, Josh, not gonna win.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Bananas. He's always near the finals. He just is. So
he's always got a chance. Number 8.
Yeah.
Going for number 8.
Yeah, he literally always has a chance. Like,
yeah.
And with this, there's not like, I mean, there are because you've got the Era 4, but there's not really rookies that are gonna be
right.
Like everybody's good, so it's not like let's get him out first.
Outside of Josh, I think like Era 4 has a bunch of people that could possibly win on that.
Okay, so my turn.
Yep, your turn. You got 2 straight picks.
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to fill in errors as we go.
Okay. Cara Maria.
All right.
Great
Cara
pick.
is Era 2 as well.
As she should be, the first woman picked overall.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And
your next pick.
My second pick will be Let's go Jordan.
Okay.
Good
I'm
pick.
not mad at that.
I feel like
Yeah.
Jordan's one of those that always has a shot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the best percentage of anybody as far as like seasons to amount of wins. I think he's done 9 seasons and he's won 4 times.
Yeah, like I always want to go with like a Darrell, but like Darrell is not Darrell that he used to be anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Ryan? Okay. All right. So, and you picked Jordan, who is era 3. All right. My pick, I am going to go with not Amanda. I'm just filling in errors here.
Why not Amanda?
Because I
Come
want
on.
to attempt to win at least for
That's fair.
to
Fair.
start things here. I want to try to win. I'm not thrilled with this, but look, she just won last season. She's
Laurel.
always a strong player. I'm gonna go with Laurel.
It seems like we got the best people to pick as the top 5 here.
It's not a bad pick, but I just want you to know I really hope she loses.
Yeah, fair. Like it's not something like I'm not gonna be rooting for her because I can't, but I'm also trying to win, and like you can't really deny Laurel's success in these games.
Yeah.
Like say
Makes
what you
sense.
want about her, and there's a lot to say about her.
There
I
is.
can't deny her success.
There for sure is.
All right, you're up, SP3, with 2 picks.
All right, let's see here. I gotta pick a good, strong woman. I think I'm gonna go with 2 strong women here for my next 2 picks to get it out the way. Because I already got CT for the men's side. I'm gonna go with Rachel Robinson. I
knew Rachel. I knew it was gonna be Rachel. She was who I was thinking for next.
You have to. She's got to redeem herself for her performance in All Stars 4. And looking at the remaining field, it is between, unfortunately, Tori and
Paulie's
who I am gonna pick here is not Tori. I'm gonna actually go with I'm gonna pick someone from Era 4, Jenny West.
That's a good pick.
Jenny West. She beat Bananas in Total
This
Madness.
is the first time we've seen Jenny back since she won, isn't it?
Yeah. She beat everyone. She beat the guys in Total Madness.
She beat them so bad they wouldn't even invite her back on the show.
She beat them so bad that they let it be a man and woman winner when the whole season they said one winner. The whole season of Total. They were like, oh, we didn't expect you to be the first one, so we're gonna make it man and woman.
Yeah, they did not appreciate how bad she beat everybody.
See, I feel that they're gonna screw over Era 4 this entire season.
Oh, probably.
I think they want these old names to go far.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, you know who I'm gonna take here? I think this is. I got to do a little bit of research here.
Go for it.
But I'm pretty sure that this person is pretty much one of the female goats, Emily Schramm.
So, yes.
She's a beast.
That's a good pick.
I had to double check myself. Like this is the right Emily, right?
Yeah. On the Zero show, like she talked about, she hasn't been on since she won Rivals 2.
Yeah.
And she's always made finals whenever she's been been on the challenge.
I think that's the crazy thing about this one is like everybody that we're going through, we're like, they always make final. They always make a final. But like
not everybody can make a final.
Almost all of these people are people that always make it. So it's like, damn, like
I don't know how I feel about my strategy right now because I have 3 Era 2 people. And I don't know how this game's gonna fully play out. But if they do like a big Era elimination, I'm screwed.
Okay, I've got Era 2 and Era 3. So let's do
Yeah, 2 picks, share.
I'm looking. Let's do Kellyanne.
Good pick. That's who I was looking at next, because I was like, I need someone from Era 2 just to even out my bets here.
I'm gonna do Kellyanne, and I'm
Loaded
gonna
up on
do
Era 2. I gotta hope the best for them.
And I'm gonna do Polly.
All right.
Good pick.
I know that was SP3's next pick.
I was thinking about that since I get back-to-back picks.
I'm going to take. I'm gonna go with Tory Deal. I don't like my team. Like, I have a very hateable team.
You're picking people you don't like.
Yeah. Like Bananas, Laurel, Tori. Like, it's a very hateable team. Emily's cool. Everyone likes Emily. The rest of my team, like, we're the heels.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
you are.
they're good. They're good competitors. I'm not picking with my heart. I'm trying to pick with my head here. You're up.
Fair.
SP3.
All right, I wanted to stay away from picking too many of one era, but I think I'm gonna go with my brother from the person who took a picture with a person almost as famous as him, Jeremy Lambert, Darrell.
There you
All
go.
right.
I almost picked him the last one. I was going back and forth between him and Polly.
All right, Terrell.
I was just going back and forth between him and Derek K, but like I said, I don't want to pick too many from one era. So
Well, after you telling us Derek looked like a mess, I'm not really.
Yeah,
that is true. You're kind of making me stay away from
Derek
that.
had them Steve Austin knees when I saw him, so I ain't trusted him.
I love that.
Maybe he was selling. I don't know, but yeah, he was rough walking.
All right, I got to pick someone from Era 2 at this point because this is pretty well. That in Era 3, I haven't really picked anybody from. I'm gonna pick because we're running out of good people from Era 2. So let me get Nehemiah, the King's Palace. Let's see the King's Palace back on top.
Not again.
All right, Nehemiah.
He's the only other good, consistent male on Era 2 outside of Bananas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into Era 4. I don't know, I feel like I don't know a lot of these people, but one person who I know performs pretty well every time he's on is Theo.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, you're up with 2 picks, Cher.
All right, we're gonna go. Jody.
Ooh,
Okay.
good pick.
So we'll do Jody, and then I'm pretty balanced on men and women. You know what? Maybe it's finally Tony time.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, let's go.
I respect
Tony
it.
time.
I was thinking about Tony.
I was too.
respect it.
Is it Tony time? No.
Yeah.
But
Never feels like it's Tony time, but
I don't think it's ever gonna be Tony time.
I don't think so either. All right, I'm gonna go back to Era 4. I don't know why, but I am. I'm gonna go with Casey. Another just she always goes under the radar, but she performs well. Again,
Yeah.
not the most likable person in the world, just because she's
I
kind
don't
of
know
blah.
that she's even necessarily unlikable.
Yeah,
she's
it's
just
just
so
boring.
boring.
Yeah, she's just boring. Yeah.
All right. Got to pick some females at this point. So let me go with, even though she's never done well on the main season, 2-time All-Star champion, Joanna.
Okay. My lovely wife just messaged me. She of course, doesn't know too much about the challenge except from listening to our show, and she just said, "Is the stupid Tori on this season?" And I was like, "Yes, I drafted her on my team."
Yes,
Of
the
course you
stupid-
did.
Yes, the stupid.
Stupid.
I got a
Tori.
hateable team, man. I'm not gonna lie. My team is very hateable. All right.
All right. I gotta pick.
Yeah, you're still up, SP3.
I gotta pick one of the brothers here because that's my theme. That's one of my themes of my team
Kylan.
here.
Going
I mean,
Kylan.
he's in that. He's in that running. Kylan's in that
Yeah.
running. Leroy
Yeah.
was in that running, but Leroy never wins anything.
I was gonna
And
say, and after you went off on Leroy and his shitty barber skills.
Yeah, as I say, you can't pick Leroy. We can't allow you to pick Leroy.
I will never forget that. Like your meltdown about Leroy.
He should have never been talking shit about Cara. Let me go with actually someone who did do well the last time we saw him, Corey Warren. He beat Bananas in USA 2. If it wasn't for Chris with an all-time performance on USA 2, Corey would have won.
I do want to say, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. They had some of the people from season 40 on like a press tour thing this past weekend. And Alan Aguirre, who we have talked about several times on here, he went there and got to meet like John A. and a bunch of different people and stuff and was talking about how fun it was. So Corey was bitching on social media about how he wasn't going to that because he doesn't make appearances for free. And Wes was like, it's literally in your contract that you have to promote the show. Like that's part of your fee that you get paid just to be on the show. Like that's in your contract. And he's like, I don't do free appearances. And somebody's like, as much money as he gets from MTV between that and Teen Mom when his freaking baby mama wasn't even a teenager, like
they found a way to put you back on reality television.
Yeah, I'm like,
you can't
Corey,
do this.
Like, Corey, this is why people don't like you. Sometimes you just got to be quiet. Like,
yes. Yeah, shout out to Alan Gary. He got to meet Bananas, and Bananas bigged him up. Even retweeted his photo with him.
Yeah. He said that John A. told him that she's read a bunch of his articles and stuff. And he was like, I'm going to retire now.
He was like, I need to retire at this point. And it was funny enough, he messaged me last week when I was on Survival Series. And he was like, he was hyped to see me on there. So shout out to Alan Gary. Great guy.
All right, my turn?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to take...
Probably somebody we hate.
Michelle Fitzgerald.
I'm going to take Devin.
Oh.
Devin's so iffy.
Yeah.
He has 2 last names.
You know.
I really just thought his name was Devin Walker.
Me too.
Me too, but, you know, what can you do?
Okay.
Whatever. My turn. I'm gonna take. You know what? We gotta support him, Mark Long.
I was about to do it. If neither one of y'all did, I was going to pick Mark Long.
I feel bad he's been on the board this long. All right, and then I've got Air 2, Air 3, Air 2, Air 4, Air 1. So I'm pretty balanced. I'm not liking this board anymore. Can you scroll up a little bit so I can see the names? Thank you. This is not fun.
You still got John A on the board.
Yeah, you got to take John A and Mark off from the top.
Oh, sorry. Who do I need to mark off?
Yeah.
John A and Mark.
Yeah, John A and Mark.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine. I'm just still trying to decide here. You know what? Let's go Brad with the terrible beard.
I got pizza.
Oh, yeah?
Look like a poop. What's this?
We're drafting the challenge. You got boobas? You were swimming?
Yeah, and I was splashing in the puddles.
Oh, okay.
She sounds like Peppa Pig.
What's their names?
That's Jeremy and that's Cher.
Okay.
Are you guys
You
still
said
in the
boobas.
UK?
Yes. Yes.
She's turning into Peppa Pig. With the
Oh,
accent
yeah.
over there.
Yes, everybody says her accent. She gets the accent better than I do.
She said, "I'm splashing in muddy puddles."
You show your squishmallow?
Look at this one.
Oh.
She really has got the accent. Oh my god.
Oh, it's down
It's
perfectly.
down pat.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you reaching for? Is that a doll? You want to show them your doll?
I'm just really loving a little girl named Harlem with a British accent. Like I love it.
All right, I'm going to take. I gotta go to Era 1. I don't feel great about Derek, but I'm gonna take Derek.
That is fair.
I mean,
the
maybe
rest
he
of the
got
Era
injured
1, there's
winning the
just
final.
not.
No, himself.
Like-
What's that, Cher?
Maybe he got injured winning the final.
Yeah. Yeah, the it's not. There's just not a whole lot
No.
left from Era 1. All right, you're up, SP3 with 2 picks.
All right. Let's see what we got up here. Can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah.
Just so I can see the top of the board. All right. All right. Not much for me to see anyway. We're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna give her a chance.
If you say
Because-
Anissa, I swear to God, I'm closing my computer.
No, I'm gonna give Era 4 a chance here. I'm gonna do back-to-back Era 4 picks. Let me
Oh.
get Michelle Fitzgerald.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
Hey. All I know is that this is the season where she gets with Devin. So as far as Devin's
That's
gonna
fair.
go, Michelle's gonna go as far as he does. Probably.
That's
All
fair.
right, Michelle.
I'm obsessed with her accent. It's all I can focus on.
You want to show them? You got a stitch thing.
Oh,
What is it? A
Can I
diary?
draw it?
Huh?
Let's draw it.
You want to draw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it so much.
There's all this.
Oh, you showing me your drawings?
Does she have it all the time or just when you guys are there?
I don't. She didn't have it the last time. That here. Oh man, she's cutting off my mic. All right, give me a second here. Okay, you can't do it on my laptop.
I draw it.
Okay, you can draw, but you
I
can't
drew
draw
it.
on my laptop.
Yeah.
You want me to draw?
We obviously need to copy her accent when we play Too Hot to Handle.
Exactly. Okay. You're leaning on the laptop. You can't lean on the laptop. Yeah, do it like that. That's fair. Okay.
She's
Lean
going
against,
to draw it.
lean against the wall there. And then let me get
I'm obsessed.
Kyland.
Okay.
You want your diary? All right. Who's up? Jeremy?
I am. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with. I don't think he's ever gonna win, and I'm continuing the team, my
Leroy.
team of like hateable. Yes.
I knew it.
Hateable people. Yeah.
And it's funny because Leroy
It's
was
so
like
sad 'cause
among
we-
the most likable.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, it's very sad that
Maybe he'll
we
redeem
always
himself.
loved Leroy, and last season He made us hate him.
I said maybe he'll redeem himself, but then I remembered Bananas is on this one, so probably not.
Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe Bananas takes him kind of far, but Bananas always takes him as far as he can use them, and then
and then he's like,
them.
okay, see ya.
yeah.
Like I've never seen someone allied with a winner this long, and it never benefits him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Anissa has aligned herself with like 50 different winners and can't win. So
This is true. This is true.
It's
But
a
she's
rough
at least made it to a final. Like the last time Leroy made it to a
true.
final was because of Cam. It wasn't because of
that's true.
wasn't because of Bananas.
All right,
Share,
so
you're up. Yep.
Okay, let's go. Brandon.
All right.
We're really
person
getting down to the
who won't will.
nitty gritty here. We are not got a lot to choose from.
Nope.
Katie Cooley.
Oh, look at that. Katie.
Good
Cooley.
bag. The Cool Meister.
All right. I'm going to go with.
That was how I felt. Exactly how I felt.
How many people are we going to give the chat? We got to be fair to the chat and give them a fair amount of names here. Do we want to give them 4? 5?
We can give them one from each era, so they get either Tina or Anissa.
Okay, so they get 4 total.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically whoever's left in the last era, they get.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's 2 left for era 1, 3 left for era 2, 2 left for era 3, or 3 left for era 3, and the rest are 4, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. I don't know too much about these era 4 people. Some of these could be wild cards that actually perform halfway decent.
Well, I'll give you the rundown.
Okay.
Horacio and Olivia were on Ride or Dies. They were the rookie sensations.
None of this
that
means anything
season,
to me.
and they made it very far. And then they both were on Challenge 39 with Norris. Norris got with Horacio in that season. Norris was really the MVP of that season. She made it to the finals and she finished second place behind Emmanuel. And then who's the other person from Era 4? Josh Martinez.
Yeah, I know Josh. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't need to explain.
All right.
Josh Martinez.
Josh feels like he's been on there for 20 years. How is he in era 4? Like, I have been dealing with this man for forever.
I'm gonna go with Olivia. I don't know anything about her.
I think that's a good choice.
Let's go with her. All right, you're up, SP3.
Let me go with her new rival of Norris, since she betrayed Norris on Challenge 39.
Okay. All right. You get another pick, SP3.
And then let me get what we got left. Let me get a Vive.
All right. All right. I'm gonna go with. I feel like I'm lacking in era 3. Got a lot of era 2. Yeah, Devin's my only era 3 pick. Oh no, I have Tori. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad at that then.
You got Dave. You got the 2 Daves. You got the
Era
winners
1.
of Challenge 38.
All right, I'm gonna go with era 1, Tina or Anissa. Just what are you doing there?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Let's go with Avery. She made it far last year for no real reason outside of she existed.
People forgot she was there.
Yeah.
Jemmy's been going in on her, saying like she really doesn't deserve to be on this season.
I mean, fair. Honestly, fair.
Is it me?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Sorry, let me scroll back up for you.
You're fine. So I got 2 picks. Let's do Derek, which means Ryan will be the chat pick.
All right.
From Era 2, yep.
And then
Okay, we're gonna
Your
put
final pick.
chat here. Well, yeah, maybe final pick. Yeah, I think it is actually. It'll probably end up that way. All right, so oh yeah, this actually worked out kind of nicely.
This is awful.
Who are you gonna give the chat? That's really what this comes down to.
You know what?
Who do
I'm
you
gonna
give the
take Horatio. So the chat gets Josh.
If you didn't pick him, I was. So the chat would get Josh.
Y'all knew you were gonna get Josh.
Yeah, Louis knew it when we started the draft.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Do I give the chat
Anissa or Tina?
or Naya or Amanda?
Ugh.
I'm
Well, the
gonna
thing
go with
is,
Naya.
I was gonna say Naya is good, but then
Naya's not
hearing
bad.
that she's
like,
coming off of a blood clot.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, who you giving the chat? SP3, Anissa or Tina?
My homie, I'm picking Tina. I'm picking my homie Tina. That's my homie on social media.
Knew you were gonna go with her.
The Miss Irrelevant Tina. And the chat gets Anissa. All right, chat. Your team sucks. Look at this hodgepodge. You know what, Josh? We always make fun of him, and he somehow will make it deep in these games.
Yes,
no idea how.
Well, the
but
thing
he
is,
does.
if Amanda could keep her mouth shut, she probably would too.
Yeah,
because Amanda's not a bad competitor. She just won't shut up the entire time.
All right, there's our teams. There's our picks. The challenge season starts tomorrow on MTV. Everybody wants to watch along with us. We will have weekly recaps. It will be, we will keep up with this season as we have done in the past and continue to update everybody on how our draft is going and just the season overall. Cher, I know you have to run. Do you want to plug anything?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm the only thing that I have that has excited me today is I'm obsessed with SP3's daughter's accent. That's the only thing that I care.
She's had that accent for a while.
I don't ever hear her talk.
Oh,
she doesn't ever come on.
Yeah, when she does the run-ins on In the Weeds, I can hear it. So
it's so funny. You don't expect that to come out of her.
It's even funnier because I am awful at it.
It just sounds. They're how old now?
4.
Yeah, so she's at that age. So when you guys come back, she's gonna be trying to get rid of that accent and adapt to how everyone around her is talking. Then if you go back there again, it's just gonna be she may be a kid who just grows up and is able to switch back and forth between them. Yeah. But I'm obsessed with it because she literally, the way that she said that sounded exactly like Peppa Pig. And I'm just like, what?
Mind blown.
My little one, my kids watched, obviously they don't watch it anymore. They're 9 and 7, but they always watched Peppa Pig. And my little one would sound exactly like George on there. And he'd be like, why about stuff all the time, and he still does it sometimes, and I'm like, stop it! It drives me insane.
Oh man.
Oh god, the enjoyment of children. Jeremy, are yours back in school?
Tomorrow.
We started back yesterday, so
yeah, I saw your photos. Yes,
it's been a lot. We don't adjust very well.
Yeah. That's what I'm a little bit worried about. We're gonna go out here after this show and probably go to a lunch and maybe get some ice cream or something for the last official day of summer break.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It rained here on the last official day. It's been 70 the last few days. I'm like, what is this weather? And of course, because my oldest is a preteen angst boy, and so he thinks he needs to wear hoodies year round, I had to literally hide his hoodies and take them to the storage unit so he wouldn't wear them all summer. And he's like, so when can I start wearing hoodies again? It's kind of chilly outside. When can I start wearing hoodies again? I'm like, not anytime soon. It's August. You're not wearing a freaking hoodie.
Preteen angst. I've been there.
Oh, it drives me insane. He'll be profusely sweating and refuse to take it off. And I'm like, you're so weird. I don't understand this. Like, okay. Well, enjoy the show.
Enjoy.
Have so much
Have a
fun.
great day.
I can't wait to review it. Can't wait to review it next week.
It should be a good season. I'm looking forward to it.
I think so too. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. That was fun.
That was. All right. Sorry.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Team USA. Team USA winning gold. That's it. Team USA won gold.
They won the gold. Steph Curry with one of the greatest gold medal performances of our lifetime. I said it. I don't know if I think I said it on social media, but say it here. Kobe in 08, Jordan in 92, Shaq in 96, Steph in 2024. Those are the greatest gold medal performances in USA basketball history in my lifetime.
1 second. I have to fix stuff.
No worries.
Apologies.
I've been seeing you multitask throughout our
yeah.
Happens to the best of us. But yeah, I love the big three that we got to see together with LeBron, KD, and Steph Curry. And like it was really what we've seen is kind of like coming out of the Olympics is people really reflecting on how lucky we've been to live through this era of basketball with these three kind of as the faces of the NBA. You know, LeBron has been more at the forefront because he's been around the longest, but Steph Curry changed the game of basketball with his ability to shoot. I think after him adding a gold medal to his already illustrious resume of 4 NBA championships, 2 league MVPs, including 1 unanimous, 1 finals MVP, the all-time greatest three-point shooter in NBA history, and now an Olympic gold medalist, Steph Curry, in my eyes, I would go as far to say, me as a Laker fan would go as far to say, he's the greatest point guard that I've ever seen. The greatest point guard I ever seen. He changed the position. He changed the league in ways that not a lot of other players could do, and especially at his size. You have kids that are undersized that are getting into the league because of Steph Curry. So I have to give Steph Curry the honor of passing Magic Johnson as, in my eyes, the greatest point guard to ever live. And then Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers that we've ever seen, at 7 foot tall, to just be able to score the basketball in so many different ways. And we got another run in. Cher's gone. She wants to hear your accent again. You got anything to add about USA basketball? You like basketball?
Help me, Mommy.
Help you, Mommy? Okay. But yes, Kevin Durant and his ability to score is just unreal. And just to be able to see these three guys playing together was just amazing. It's something that we probably will never see again unless, Steph Curry decides that he does want to leave the Golden State Warriors and go play with the LeBron James after they had just amazing chemistry together. Like it was great. And especially that final gold medal game when Steph got hot and LeBron's ability to just get him the ball at all will, regardless of how many people was on him, just knowing that he had that confidence in Steph to make the shot, regardless of if it's Victor Wembanyama on him or 3 of the players from France just throwing it up. And these guys just you got LeBron at 40 years old. You got Steph at 35, 36 years old doing what he's doing. It's unreal. It's unreal what they were able to do in the Olympics this year.
Here's kind of a hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but here's my hot take. If you're starting a team all time, you don't know who your second best player is. You're just starting a team, right? Now LeBron's got gold in every era.
He's got three
LeBron's
gold
got-
medals in 3 different decades: 08, 2012, 2024. He joins, I believe, Carmelo is the other one that had 3, and Kevin Durant now has 4. Kevin Durant has 4 gold medals, more than anyone in U.S. basketball history. He has the most points in U.S. Basketball history in the Olympics as well. So Kevin Durant has already kind of made his legacy as far as USA Olympic basketball.
You're starting a team. You don't know who your second best player is. You're just starting a team all time. Are you taking Steph Curry top 5?
Yes.
Okay, who are you taking above him?
You mean all time?
All time.
Oh, okay. So, take Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Take LeBron James.
Okay.
See, like, this is different from like my all-time list, because usually, if you ask people this, they'll just give you their all-time greatest, players of all time. But if you're starting a team, I think it's a little bit differently. Like, I have Kobe higher on my top 10 than most people. But if I'm picking Jordan, if I'm starting a team with Jordan, like, am I gonna pick Kobe in the top 5? I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't know who your second best player is. So let's say Jordan's off the board. Like, let's say you get
Oh, okay, then I'm taking Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Taking Kobe Bryant. Taking
Okay.
Kobe Bryant, number 3. I'll take Shaquille O'Neal, number 4.
Okay. And then you're taking Steph?
It's between Steph. I have like 3 players, and they're all currently in the league, that I would pick at that 5 spot. It would be Steph, Giannis, or Nikola Jokic.
In an all-time draft?
In an all-time draft, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think they're all-time players.
Over someone like Magic?
Yeah, Magic Johnson. That is true. Magic Johnson. Yeah, I'll take Magic. I'll take Magic number 5. I'll take Magic number 5, and then Steph. Steph
Here's
at number
mine.
6.
Yeah, Tim Duncan as well.
And I've never been that high on Tim Duncan.
Yeah, he's better than
Maybe
Kobe.
it's my Laker bias. No, he's never been better than Kobe. So never.
Here's my hot take. I'm taking Steph 4th. Behind Jordan, behind LeBron, behind Shaq, because I think Shaq at his peak is the most dominant player. Yeah.
That's why. Like, literally, it was like between Kobe or Shaq for number 3 spot. But my Laker bias says Kobe over Shaq. So
Magic is one where I can kind of debate, because at the point guard position, there aren't many people who's going to cover him. Like, he can do a lot of things against all-time guards.
I don't think he's the best shooter. So, like, that's why I can understand picking Steph over him.
I'm taking Steph over Kobe with no second thoughts on that one. Duncan's actually closer. I'm a big believer in Duncan's better than Kobe. I know Lakers fans get mad at that, but whatever.
You can think whatever you want, even if it's wrong.
There's been very few that have impacted the game as Steph has. And I know people are going to point to, like, oh, his defense and stuff. Whatever. I'll build defense with the rest of the team. Fine. This man at his peak shot 45% from 3 on 11 attempts per game. That's absolutely absurd. And it's not catch and shoot stuff. It's not wide open stuff. It's off dribble. It's movement. One thing about Steph that I don't think he gets enough credit for is his ability to just play off the ball. And the fact that, like, okay, when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, you still have to account for him because he's going to move. He's going to come off screens. He's going to give it up and then cut to the basket, or he's going to maybe miss a shot, but then relocate. Like his relocation is so good and it separates him from a lot of top players who just give it up and stand there and do nothing. I think Steph
and his hand, I feel like his handle is underrated as well.
Yeah, people like to talk about Kyrie and everything, and like, oh, look how like Steph finishes at the rim just as well as Kyrie does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm taking Steph fourth. I think Steph is the second best player of this generation behind LeBron. I have no hesitation putting him above Durant, and people get mad at that as well. And people might say I'm biased against Durant, but
no, that's the top three, and I got it in the same order. Like LeBron just has more of longevity because he's been going so long.
LeBron's also
and he's one of the most talented, one of the most talented overall players in the history of the game of basketball. So LeBron is number one, but Steph Curry is a strong number two. He's a very strong number two. There is even some people that would debate because of how he was able to change the game and his ability to shoot and what the game is now. You can make the argument that there's some people that will have him number one.
He's not over LeBron. I'm not arguing anything over LeBron. He's the greatest player of this generation. Like there's more of a case for LeBron being the best ever over Jordan than there is a case for Steph over LeBron. But I'll argue Steph over KD all day. And I will argue that Kevin Durant hurt this generation more than he helped it. There's my other hot take. Here's
how did he do that?
Here's why. I'll explain it to you. When people talk about like great eras of basketball and everything, right? They can always like point to like three guys of who helped define kind of the era.
Yeah.
The biggest one being Jordan, Magic, Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys never teamed up. Those guys went after each other. They played on separate teams their entire career.
They played on the teams that drafted them.
Yeah. Kevin Durant hurt this era by teaming up with Steph Curry. Imagine the arguments we could actually have if KD, even if he didn't stay in OKC, let's say he went to Boston or somewhere else. Let's say he just didn't go to Golden State and team up with Steph Curry. Imagine the arguments we'd have of like how great these players were. We still have them, but Kevin Durant, his 2 championships being part of Steph Curry's team, Steph Curry, 2 of his 4 being alongside Kevin Durant, hurt this era in how the top 3 players of this generation are looked at because they teamed up.
I don't agree because I feel like if LeBron doesn't go to Miami, Kevin Durant would have never went to Golden State. So if you're gonna play
LeBron,
if you're gonna give the blame to Durant, you better give some percentage of that to LeBron because Kevin Durant has even admitted this, that LeBron's decision to go to Miami is what is a factor. It's at least a factor.
Kevin Durant admitted he's a follower.
Yeah,
Kevin Durant
he is. He is.
That's fine. If you want to put some blame on LeBron, that's fine. LeBron didn't team up with. He teamed up with 2 really good players. I'm not gonna sit here.
He teamed up. I think if Dwayne Wade and him don't team up, Dwayne Wade, if he was able to get Chris Bosh and get someone else, not LeBron, and he's still the number 1 guy and wins another championship. He has 2 championships to his legacy where he's the number 1 guy. I think that we would be talking about Dwayne Wade deserves some recognition as a player of the era just before KD and Steph came into prominence.
Like Dwayne Wade's the second, or not second. Kobe's there.
He's the third greatest shooting guard of all time.
Yeah. All right, I'll give some blame to LeBron too. That's fine. I give more blame to Kevin Durant.
Of course you
because
do.
he actually, well, yeah, because he teamed with Steph.
No.
He teamed with a 73 win team.
73 win team that lost.
But they still won 73.
But they still lost when it mattered the most.
Because LeBron was greater than just all of that. They did lose. Like that enhances LeBron's legacy. But it hurts Kevin Durant that he decided to go to that team.
Hey, I blame LeBron. It's like 50-50 for me.
Oh, it's not 50-50.
Yep.
No.
I blame LeBron. I'm still not over LeBron choosing to go to Miami. He had other good choices. There was Chicago up there. There was the Knicks up there. He always honey dicked the Knicks. Always honey dicking the Knicks. And I'm not even a Knicks fan. Y'all know me. If y'all watch this show, y'all know me. I don't like the Knicks. But he honey dicked the Knicks for about 10 years now.
Okay.
Going to do it. He going to do it in New York too, at a Boys and Girls Club in New York, and then going to say I'm taking my talents to Miami. This dude here, and like I said, LeBron's on my team now, so I should not hold a grudge against him, but I still blame him. He started the culture of moving teams, of going to the other team. Yeah, he came back to Cleveland and he redeemed himself. He won a championship with the team that he started on. Good for him. That title means more than all the other titles he's won, even in Los Angeles, even in with the Lakers. And I appreciate him for tying us up with the Boston Celtics before this year. But he had to go back to Cleveland to kind of redeem his whole career arc. And he did that. So, and it was one of the greatest championships of all time, beating a 73-win team. So, yeah, but I do agree with you on the point that KD is number 3. And it's crazy because, like, when we were talking about right after the gold medal game, when I was talking with a couple of my friends, I was like, man, I remember, like, in 2019, it was like a debate of who was the top 3 because that was right after Kawhi won his championship in Toronto. But boy, oh boy, what does 5 years look like? Because Kawhi, man, he might be the LVP of these Olympics for me. Because, dude,
he didn't play.
Because everybody can say, oh, he didn't play, he got hurt. No, he didn't get hurt. He was hurt. He is perpetually hurt. And he said yes to play with Team USA and then said, nah, you know what? I'm too hurt. Let me get the hell up out of here. When you got Jason Tatum, who just won an NBA championship, sitting on the bench more than he was on the court. Yeah, that could have been Kawhi. He could have been Tyrese Halliburton, sitting on the bench, making a school project and getting an A. Yeah, Kawhi.
They would have played Kawhi.
But not if you're hurt. Not if you're too hurt. Not if you're too hurt. You do 1 or 2 minutes.
Why are you knocking Kawhi? He bowed out instead of just sitting on the bench because he was too hurt. Instead, he's like, you know what, I'm not
could have got another gold. He could have got a gold medal. Could have got a gold medal for doing nothing.
Okay. I don't understand your argument against Kawhi.
Fuck Kawhi. I don't like Kawhi.
Clearly.
He don't deserve to be in the debate for the top 3 players of this generation.
He's not.
He's been falling down a ladder. Since in 2019, there was actually a debate.
I agree. And I also think I legitimately think had he stayed healthy, he may have surpassed Durant. But he didn't stay healthy. So he's not there. If you put him there, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he couldn't stay healthy.
He should have never left Toronto. That's the biggest regret of his career. He should have never left Toronto. He wanted to come to Los Angeles for the second team. They did a television series that was called Clipped. LA's other basketball team. Not the basketball team in Los Angeles. He wanted to go to the other team. And what has that amounted to? Jack and shit on the scoreboard. It's Jack and shit.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard, I said it before. He's one of the worst superstars to have on your team currently in the NBA, in the current NBA landscape. And he is one of the most overrated players in NBA history as well.
Okay. How's he overrated outside of health, though? Like, what do you?
He's
what do you
perpetually hurt. We can't
I
have a
just said
conversation we can't have a conversation of outside of him not being healthy. That's his big. He's not a good superstar. He doesn't promote your team. He doesn't have that that larger than life personality that Steph Curry has. He doesn't have that ambassador type feel that LeBron has. Even KD with his multiple burner accounts is a better ambassador for a basketball team than Kawhi Leonard. Awful, trash.
I mean, I don't care if he promotes my team as long as he stays on the floor and wins. He can't do that.
He can't do that.
I know. I'm not arguing against it.
Chris Bosh is a better superstar than Kawhi Leonard. I said it.
Get crazy here.
I said it. You say it's crazy. You say it's crazy.
You would take Chris Bosh over Kawhi Leonard. We're gonna throw Chris Bosh wasn't the most at the end of his career.
No, he wasn't. But that was at the end of his career. That wasn't in his prime years.
In Kawhi's prime years, he was winning championships.
What was his prime years? Like 3? What was it? 3 years? A 3-year period?
What was Chris Bosh's prime years? 4 years with the Heat?
No, he had some prime years with the Raptors. He can't be the number 1 player.
And Kawhi can. Kawhi won 2 titles he was at least a number 1 guy in Toronto. If you want to argue older Tim Duncan was a number 1 guy, fine, but Kawhi was right there. Chris Bosh was 3rd. There's no other argument. Chris Bosh was 3rd. Kawhi was 100% first on one team, and then debatably first on another team.
But I would say debatably second to Tim Duncan.
Which is, you can also debate he was first to Tim Duncan.
How?
There is no debate that he was second. He was second at worst. There's no debate to it.
I mean,
you're debating if he was first or not.
All right. You say so. Hey, he cost them a championship in 2013. Couldn't make a free throw. He couldn't make a free throw.
Well,
you bum. You bum. He's a bum.
We're not going to put Chris Bosh over Kawhi Leonard.
I am. You know what? You know what?
What's your argument, though? What is your argument? You haven't really made it.
He can't stay healthy. I said my argument. He can't stay healthy. He can't promote your team. All we're gonna do is overrate.
But how does this make Chris Bosh better than him? He still had a better career than Chris Bosh. He's still a better player than Chris Bosh. You haven't made any argument of why Chris Bosh is better. You're just saying that Kawhi can't stay healthy and he doesn't promote the team. That doesn't make Chris Bosh better than him. That's a knock on Kawhi when we're talking about other all-time greats, but I like Chris Bosh. He's
all right. So who's fourth? Who's fourth for you in this generation? Who's fourth for you? Because there's some people who would say Kawhi Leonard is fourth, and I'm not one of those people.
If it's not Kawhi, I don't know who it is though. I'm not putting it. Nobody else has 2 titles in this generation.
I'm picking. Who else has? You know how far I go? I'm picking Nikola Jokic at number.
Yeah, 4. I don't consider Jokic of the generation of LeBron, Steph, and Curry. Jokic is current generation. LeBron, Steph, and Curry are last decade.
Okay.
We're talking 2010 to 2020.
Okay.
Or 20 if you want to go 2012 to 2022, whatever. I'm not putting Jokic.
We'll go 2012 to 2022.
Okay.
Because if we did 2010, then I would say Kobe is number 4.
Okay. So 2012 to 2022. I'm not putting Jokic doesn't have a title in that era. Who else is there? I'm not putting Harden there. He's got MVPs, but no. Chris Paul, he doesn't have titles.
Dwayne Wade.
There's an argument for Wade. I don't know. There's an argument for Wade. I don't feel great about it because it's not his fault that he was teamed with LeBron, but he was teamed with LeBron. If I'm going to knock Durant and Steph and you're going to knock LeBron, I'm going to knock Wade a little bit.
That's fair. He didn't go anywhere, though. They came to him. They wanted to play with Dwayne Wade under his circumstances.
Yeah. Dwayne Wade, there's an argument. I can see that. I'm okay if it's Dwayne Wade.
And then I'll go Kawhi fifth. I'll go Kawhi fifth.
Right.
Fifth one there.
I think Kawhi's. I don't think Kawhi's top 3. I'm not gonna say that at all. I do think Kawhi's peak may have been a little higher than Dwayne Wade's.
That's fair.
Dwayne Wade was really good.
He was great.
Yeah.
Especially the first championship for the Heat, the Heatles.
Yeah, Dwayne
Like
Wade.
LeBron went off against the Baby Thunder, but like the rest of the playoffs, it was and he went off against the Celtics, but like the rest of the playoffs, it was very much they were on even ground to me.
I mean, Louis naming like really good players and Paul George, but these guys
and Chris Paul.
No, look, Chris Paul is going to go down as one of the best point guards ever at the end of the day. But
top 5?
Magic, Steph, obviously clear.
John Stockton.
You can make an argument for Chris Paul over John Stockton.
I can't.
Why?
Stockton all-time up there, all-time assists, all-time steals. Went to 2 NBA finals instead of Chris Paul's 1.
I mean, Karl Malone is better than anybody that Chris Paul ever played with. He's not? Karl Malone's not better than James Harden?
I don't know about that. I take James Harden ahead of Karl Malone.
No, I mean Karl Malone.
Maybe that's just because he's an awful human being, Karl Malone.
Yeah, you gotta set aside awful human beingness when having a hoops debate
that's
here.
right. Isaiah Thomas is number 3. Isaiah Thomas and then John Stockton for me. 2 championships, all-time player, Zeke, NBA Finals MVP.
Okay.
I'll take Zeke and then Stockton. And then Chris Paul is in like the conversation for 5, but there's also Jason Kidd. There is I'll take Jason Kidd on the New Jersey Nets over Chris Paul on any of these teams.
I think you're biased against Chris Paul.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll take Chris Paul over John Stockton. John Stockton is not a great human being either.
No, he's not. But I don't know what Stockton did. I do know what Karl Malone did. So
okay,
but I'll take Stockton over.
I mean, if we're talking personal preference, look, I'll take Steve Nash over Chris Paul, but I don't think.
I think Steve Nash is better.
I love Steve Nash, but I don't know if I'm taking him.
2-time league MVP. How many of those Chris Paul got?
Chris Paul doesn't have any.
Exactly. I'll take Steve Nash.
Okay. But I love Steve Nash.
We gotta have some white representatives too, you know.
Steve Nash is legitimately my second non-Thunder favorite player of all time. So you're not gonna hear me knock Steve Nash.
Fair.
Steve Nash reignited my love for basketball after the Jordan era. So I love Steve Nash. just don't know if I'm putting him above Chris Paul.
Who you going for number one? Is it Magic or Steph for you? Like I said, I'm going Steph number one now.
I'm going Magic because I don't know if there was. I understand like the shooting, people are gonna like knock that, but like, dude, Magic was different. Steph is different as well, but Magic was really, really different as a point guard. On top of that, there was no answer for that dude. It would bully you in the post. His blend of skill, his blend of passing and athleticism. Again, you want to knock him because he didn't have a 3-point. That wasn't the era. It just
That's
wasn't.
true.
So I can't knock him for that. I don't think in today's league, like anybody's stopping Magic. He's getting to the rim at will. With the spacing and the way, like the style it's played, like if you sag off of him and like dare him to shoot, like fine, he's just gonna go to the rim. Like I'd still take Magic. Steph has made it close. He's made it very close, but I'd still take Magic.
That's fair. Steph's the only one who has made me kind of change who I would put at any of these positions. Like number one for shooting guard is still Michael Jordan for me, even though I love Kobe Bryant, it's still Michael Jordan. Small forward is LeBron James, but that got changed a long time ago.
Magic's got 5 NBA rings too. Like he's got 5.
This is true. Hey, Steph might come to Los Angeles. Get him a fifth. He loves playing with LeBron so much. He might come to Los Angeles. And then power forward, I will give you Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. And then center-wise, center is always, you can get like multiple different answers from different people. I think the top 3 is Shaq, Kareem, and Wilt, though, for me.
Okay. I understand. I'm not gonna pretend like I watched any of Wilt Chamberlain. Obviously, the accolades are there, but I don't always like adding like a Wilt Chamberlain or an Oscar Robertson because obviously their numbers are great, but like there's so little footage of them, and there's just so little of what I know that I'm not gonna pretend that I know a bunch about them.
I always say Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, and Oscar Robertson get talked about a lot in the all-time great list, but like 50% of the league playing in the NBA was their second job. He's playing against mechanics and school teachers and fucking factory workers. Like it's not the same as what it is now. Like the only one that like I didn't see a lot of his game that I would probably put into one of these top 5 by position is Dr. J.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Steph over Magic. I still have a hard time with that. Like I see it, it's tough. Because besides shooting, and obviously shooting's a big thing. Like what is Steph
I think he's a better scorer. He's a better overall scorer. To me, he's a better overall scorer. Magic is a better passer and playmaker. I think they both
defensively is not close.
No. I would give Magic over on the defensive end. But I mean, I think Steph is a underrated off the ball defender. That's how he's able to get so many steals. I think off the ball defender, he's better than on the ball defending.
Off the ball defender means he gambles and gets steals. This is a Russell Westbrook argument. Russell Westbrook.
No, it started with Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is the greatest off the ball defender because that's all you watch Allen Iverson. That's all he ever did. He just took risks and he always was able to get there on time because he was so fast.
Yeah, it's tough for me to, and I think Steph is fantastic, but outside the 3-point shot, which obviously counts for a lot, I mean, Magic just does everything so well, and like he would have averaged triple doubles if it was a thing as much as it is nowadays, especially the
If he,
pace.
yeah, with the pace, and especially if he didn't have like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on his team, I think he would have done it even in that era.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, I can't quite go Steph over Magic. One thing
I
about
will
that's fair. That's fine.
for the
Like,
both of
look,
us.
that's fine. One thing about Steph that really was fascinating to watch during the Olympics is we watch him do this in the NBA all the time, but like he's waving off Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green in the NBA. To do this when Kevin Durant and LeBron James are chilling there, man, that was something else to watch. It was fun. It was nice to actually root for Steph Curry.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I've rooted for Steph Curry before. Like I said, when the Lakers weren't winning a lot during the end of Kobe's run and our drafting era before LeBron got here, it was fun to just watch the Golden State Warriors and root for the Golden State Warriors. And plus, I kept it in California, at least rooting for a Steph. So it was nice to do it again, root for him with two of our Lakers and Anthony Davis, who I think does not get enough credit for how great he was on defense, especially in that France game when he had 4 blocks. I think that he was the defensive MVP for the Olympic team. But yeah, it was nice to see him playing with the Lakers out there, and I want to see him, AD, and LeBron. Come on, make one more run, get that championship. It ain't gonna change itself over in Golden State. You did it once, you can't do it again. I don't think you can.
I mean, Golden State's quote unquote trying. They tried to get Paul George. They're trying to get Lauri Markkanen, which now can't happen because of when he signed his extension. They're trying to get pieces around. They just, there's no trade out there though. Like there's no trade for Steph Curry. It's not like the Warriors would just be stupid to do it. And the Lakers certainly can't offer anything.
No, we can't.
Yeah. So there's no trade for him.
Oh no, it's not happening this coming season.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's all for this week. Next week we'll be talking about the Challenge 40 episode 1. Maybe I'll get a tier list out here. I don't know what we can do a tier list on, but I'll figure something out. I've been watching Umbrella Academy because I'm a glutton for punishment, because that show fell the hell off in season 3. And I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm gonna finish season 4. But my God, man, the show quality between season 1, season 2, compared to season 3 and season 4, it's god awful. It's so bad. Right. But I'm gonna finish it, and I'll talk about that very quickly. I don't know if you want to give me 90 seconds to go over the 90-day fiance happily ever after tell all.
All right. Yes, you have exactly 90 seconds. Ready?
All right. Tell me when.
Go.
So Angela, oh my God, she's on a warpath. She literally got a private investigator from Michael, Jeremy. And she was trying to find out if he cheated on her or if he's scamming her. And the private investigator had 189 paper investigation. And he was asking Michael about the different women he was talking to. It was like he was talking to a woman named Cheetah. See, he's a cheater because he's talking to a woman named Cheetah. But she had a husband in the United States. So he was a part of like a group chat on WhatsApp called Island Men that was helping other people who were trying to get their own visas with their own relationships and whatnot. And he explained all of that to the private investigator. So he was like, fine. And then Sean, the tell-all host, basically asked him, all right, was there anything in your investigation that you found out that Michael was cheating on Angela? Anything that made you believe that? And he said no. And Angela went off. She's like, I don't want to hear that. He didn't have enough time to investigate. He only had 2 weeks. He's lying. He's lying. She walked off. She was like, I don't even want to hear all of this. I don't even want to hear all of this. Her daughter was still there. Her daughter had to stay. And her daughter was still like, I don't think him and Michael were just going to work out. He's not affectionate with her. And everybody on the cast is just like, she treats him like trash. You shouldn't even treat a dog like how she treats Michael. She yells at him. She doesn't let him speak. It's just a sad day for Michael.
It's good. It's good. You timed it well. Good job. All right.
I did. I only had 10 seconds. So I had to put it all in a bow. But my God, she just wouldn't listen to logic.
You want to plug anything, SP3?
Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. I'll be live in an hour and a half with Romeo for Rated Raw review, reviewing last night's Monday Night Raw. So we'll be talking about the latest going on with the Judgment Day. We'll be talking about the new Judgment Day names, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, potential strap match, Randy Orton and Gunther, the 2 out of 3 falls match with Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn, and of course, one of the worst names for a stable in professional wrestling history. Yes, I will break down why Pure Fusion Collective is so horrible.
I mean, it's a terrible name.
It's a terrible name. It's one of the I have people be like, oh well, it's not like it's Street Trash. I was like, first of all, they haven't even changed their name to Street Trash. Second of all, that actually makes sense because they set it up well with the whole Gunther calling the Judgment Day Street Trash to begin with, and they're playing mind games with Damian Priest. It's not good, but at least it makes sense. Pure Fusion Collection, it sounds like something you would get at Bed Bath & Beyond.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week with the challenge recap, and we'll have the schedule to talk about when it comes to the NBA. I know they released a couple of things, but we'll have more overall schedule to talk about with the NBA. We'll be back next week. Bye, everybody.